Tired of waking up tired? It's 2 a.m., and if you're watching this, thank you! But really, you're either a night owl, an insomniac, or just really, really lost on YouTube. But don't worry, we've got some sleep tips for you tonight. Or should I say this morning? Time is just a construct anyway. First off, let's talk about sleep. You know, that thing you pretend to get enough of when your boss asks why you're late? According to a video by Mike Hanna,
there's a simple truth. The shorter your sleep, the shorter your life.
So, if you've been pulling all-nighters binge-watching cat videos, congratulations! You've just discovered the secret to eternal youth. Or, you know, the opposite. Now, this video aims to provide a guide with tips from sleep experts to improve sleep quality. And by sleep experts, I mean people who can actually sleep through their alarm without hitting snooze 17 times. Show off! Here's a fun fact. Getting 6 hours or less of sleep over a long period is like smoking 3 cigarettes a day. All right, folks, let's dive a little deeper into the world of sleep. But beyond these fantastical dream sequences, have you ever stopped to wonder why we even need sleep? I mean, wouldn't life be so much more productive if we could just be awake 24/7, chugging coffee and binge-watching every show on Netflix?
Oh my God, I need help.
Well, turns out, sleep is a bit more important than just giving us a break from reality TV. Let's break it down, shall we? First off, sleep is like the ultimate spa treatment for your brain. Imagine your brain as a busy office. Throughout the day, it's flooded with emails, phone calls, and endless meetings. By nighttime, there's a pile of paperwork on the desk, half-eaten sandwiches, and probably a spilled coffee or two. Sleep is like the night janitor that comes in, cleans everything up, and makes sure the office is ready for another chaotic day. Without this cleanup crew, the brain would be drowning in waste products and toxins. So, the next time someone accuses you of sleeping on the job, just tell them you're detoxing. But wait, there's more. Sleep also plays a crucial role in memory consolidation. Ever tried cramming for an exam and then pulling an all-nighter? How'd that work out for you? Not great, I bet. That's because while you're asleep, your brain is busy sorting and storing all the information you've learned. It's like your brain's version of filing paperwork. So if you don't sleep, it's like tossing all those files into a big, messy pile. Good luck finding that one specific fact about mitochondria being the powerhouse of the cell when you need it. And let's not forget about the physical benefits of sleep. While you're off in dreamland, your body is hard at work repairing and rejuvenating itself. Muscles are being rebuilt, tissues are being repaired, and growth hormones are being released. It's like your body's own little construction site. So if you're trying to get swole at the gym, don't skip out on sleep. Otherwise, you're just tearing down those muscles without giving them a chance to rebuild. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but I feel fine on just a few hours of sleep. Well, let me burst your bubble. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to a whole host of health problems. We're talking mood disorders, weakened immune system, and even an increased risk of heart disease and diabetes. Yikes. So while you might feel like a superhero now, keep skipping out on sleep and you'll be more like a super zero. Sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. But how much sleep do we really need? Most people need around 7.5 to 8 hours. But let's be real, the last time I got 8 hours of sleep was, well, never! I mean, who has the time? Between work, social media, and that midnight snack that turns into a 3-course meal, who can squeeze in 8 hours? Now, for those of you who think you're too cool for sleep, here are some tips to improve your nighttime routine. Change your perception about sleep. Instead of thinking of it as that annoying thing that interrupts your Netflix binge, think of it as a free trip to a dreamland where you're the star. Unless you have nightmares, then maybe stick to Netflix. Dim those lights. No, not for a romantic evening, but to signal to your brain that it's bedtime. Unless you're like me and your brain thinks bedtime is the perfect time to ponder life's greatest mysteries. Like, why do we park in a driveway and drive on a parkway? Make a to-do list before bed. This way, you can stress about all the things you have to do tomorrow instead of stressing about them in the middle of the night. Efficiency. Be physically active during the day. And no, scrolling through Instagram doesn't count, unless you're doing it while on a treadmill. But seriously, physical activity can help you feel more tired by bedtime. So take a walk, do some yoga, or just dance around your living room. Whatever gets you moving. Protect your melatonin levels. Melatonin is that fancy hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. So protect it like it's your precious. Avoid bright screens before bed and maybe even invest in some fancy blue light blocking glasses. They're like sunglasses, but for night owls. Open a window, turn down the thermostat, or invest in a fan, because nothing says sweet dreams like a room that feels like the Arctic. Ditch the late night snacks. I know that midnight cheeseburger is calling your name.
Oh, yeah.
But eating too close to bedtime can mess with your sleep. So, try to finish eating a couple of hours before you hit the hay. Limit caffeine and alcohol. This one's a no-brainer, but it's worth repeating. Caffeine can keep you awake, and alcohol can mess with your sleep cycles. So, try to avoid them in the hours leading up to bedtime. And if you're thinking, but wine makes me sleepy, trust me, it's a trap. You might fall asleep faster, but your sleep won't be as restful. Establish a bedtime routine. This isn't just for kids. Having a routine can signal to your body that it's time to wind down. So, pick a few relaxing activities, like reading or listening to music, and do them every night before bed. And no, scrolling through Twitter doesn't count. Consider natural sleep aids. I'm not talking about sleeping pills here. I mean things like chamomile tea or lavender essential oil. They can help relax you and make it easier to fall asleep. Just make sure to check with your doctor before trying anything new. Now, if you're someone who uses your phone as a pillow, you might want to reconsider. Experts recommend letting your phone sleep in the kitchen. But if you're like me and use your phone as an alarm, just make sure to set it on airplane mode. That way your dreams can take flight without any interruptions. Now, if you think you might have a sleep disorder, don't panic. Just get a sleep test and consult some sleep specialists. And if they tell you to count sheep, maybe find a new specialist. Now, I'm no Dr. Strange, but I do know a thing or two about the importance of consulting with a professional. And no, I don't mean asking your friend who once binge-watched all the seasons of Grey's Anatomy in a weekend, but remember, what works for one person may not necessarily work for another. So before you start chugging chamomile tea like it's going out of style, or turning your bedroom into a cave devoid of all light, make an appointment with your physician. We've been through a lot today, from the epic battles against the snooze button to the dark side of screens. In conclusion, sleep is essential. It's the one time of day where we can escape reality and dive into a world of dreams. So, take care of your sleep and it'll take care of you. And if all else fails, there's always coffee. We'll see you in the next video.